Hey, I've got some issues that I need some help with. But first, let me turn off my race car fans. Race car. Okay, so the issues that I'm having pertain to fuel. When the engine is still cold or warming up, it runs pretty well, obviously. And when it gets up to temperature, that's where the issues come into play. Now, I know what you're thinking. Check your warm-up enrichment. So that's what we'll do. Warm-up wizard. All right, now the warm-up enrichment pretty much stops here at about 135 degrees. So and even then, everything's still running pretty good. It's not up until we get to about 150, 160 that the issues start. And the issue is it just runs really lean, and there's a severe loss in power, obviously, because it's lean. Now I finally figured out how to use the O2 correction, and I set that up and ran auto tune, and here's the correction that I got. Now this amount of fuel, and this is where the issues are occurring, right in this area. Well, because I haven't been past this, really, I haven't gotten on the accelerator much yet. But this is where the issues are occurring, where it's leaning out at temperature. Now this amount of fuel, this is the amount of fuel that you would have while on boost. And I'm still leaning out. I'm hitting 18, 19 to 1 AFRs, where clearly my target is 13.7 right there. I have verified that what I'm reading on the AFR gauge is in fact what's being displayed in Megasquirt, so there's no issue there. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure why that's an issue. Now, obviously, as coolant temperatures are rising, we'll start other things like cylinder head temperatures. So it's getting hot in there. It needs a lot more fuel. Well, I'm giving it a lot more fuel, and it's still leaning out. Now I'm sure that this is working, and that Megasquirt is delivering the amount of fuel that I tell it to, because while it's idling and I'm just playing around with the tables here, I can enrich the mixture or lean it out, and I will notice the difference once I burn it to the ECU. So there are no issues there. So, oh, and I just figured out how to do data logging. Start logging. So I don't have a log to post with this video. Sorry, but I will do a log tomorrow and see what we get. The second issue that I'm having is there's an intermittent fuel cut, and I can't really pinpoint what is causing that. I'm sure the response I'm going to get is check your log. Well, we'll check tomorrow. But if anybody has any insight on what would cause a random fuel cut, please let me know. I've got a few notes on what I'll check tomorrow. The required fuel, injector staging. Obviously, I'm going to do data logging. Why does it lean out? What causes the fuel cut? So forth and so on. One of my friends recommended checking the pulse widths on the fuel cut to see if it is, in fact, still, I guess, activating the injectors. Okay, so if anybody has any insight on those issues, please lend a hand. Yes. All right. Bye.